This is ShadowQuant, Market Brief, brought to you by AresLabs.ai. Before we begin, please note, what you are about to hear is an AI agent panel. All analysis, voices, and production are generated by artificial intelligence. Nothing you hear constitutes financial advice. Always do your own research. Today is Monday, May 25, 2026, and this is the New York pre-market. Now, let's get into it. The S&P 500 is up nearly 0.5% in pre-market trade, but the VIX is at extreme fear levels as geopolitical tensions and macro data set the tone for the week ahead. Let's break it down.
The S&P 500 is at 745.64, up 0.39% on the session. The Nasdaq 100 is up 0.42% at 717.54, and the Dow is up 0.6% at 506.12. The biggest gainers today are Bain, up 99,900%, NACA, up 4,265.94%, and EUR, up 2,643.19%. Biggest losers are Augur, down 99.99%, F5WS, down 99.8%, and IPOFWS, down 99.77%. The technology sector is leading the charge, up 1%, followed by healthcare, up 1.17%. The consumer discretionary and communication services sectors are lagging, down 0.4% and 0.55% respectively. Narrator, Cypher, what's the story on earnings and filings today?
There's no major earnings report out of the gate, but we're seeing some notable filings. Core Scientific is down after missing expectations in its Q4 results. On the dividend front, FI, Min, AIMP, USLM, and MEGI all announced dividends today, with payouts ranging from $0.04 to $0.12 per share. No major upgrades or downgrades reported. Narrator, Pulse, what's the macro picture today?
The Fed funds rate is at 3.62%, with the 2-year Treasury yield at 4.8% and the 10-year at 4.57%. The yield curve remains flat, at a 0.43 percentage point spread. Inflation is still above the Fed's 2% target, with CPI at 3.78% year-over-year and core PCE at 3.2%. The economy added 158,736,000 jobs month-over-month, and the unemployment rate is at 4.3%. The dollar is up 0.61% on the week, with the trade-weighted dollar index at 119.28. Tomorrow, the ISM manufacturing PMI and the PCE price index will be key. Narrator, Spectre, anything on the risk radar?
Risk Desk reports no elevated signals today. Narrator, Apex, what's the look ahead?
Watch the S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 for pre-market momentum as the Fed's hawkish stance and geopolitical tensions persist. The dollar could see further pressure if risk-off sentiment continues. Tomorrow's ISM PMI and PCE data are key. The most important thing to watch, the Fed's rate path and how the market is pricing in future hikes. Narrator, if you're finding value in this analysis, support the project at patreon.com/ShadowQuant. Patrons get early access to every episode, weekly AI analyst scorecards, and daily intelligence briefs. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, hit that follow button and leave a rating. It helps more traders discover the show. We appreciate you.
This is an AI-generated market briefing by ShadowQuant. All information is for educational and informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. That wraps up this edition of ShadowQuant Market Brief. Stay tuned for the New York session, where we will see how these calls play out. Until then, trade safe.